morning, boys and girls. I'm at school today. I'm in room 1, and I thought that this would be a great time to do another math lesson. We're not going to do an addition and subtraction today or story problems. I can do those from home now, but what I wanted to talk to you about today is shapes. Now, I know you guys know your shapes, but we're going to do different shapes. We're going to do three-dimensional shapes. So I'm going to turn the camera around, and I'm going to show you what I set up here on the table. First of all, I want to just review our regular shapes. I'm pretty sure everybody had these down by the time we went on vacation, okay? The first one you guys know is a circle. Okay? A circle is made with a curved line. It doesn't have any straight lines. Okay? And the second one, of course, is a square. And you guys know that a square has 4 sides, and the important thing about a square is all 4 sides are you got it, they're all the same. Take a look at this one. Triangle, Tommy triangle. Okay, has 3 sides and 3 corners, 3 vertices. Remember that word? Okay, and they're slanted, right? 2 of the sides are slanted. And the last one has 4 sides, but it's not a square. What's it called? Ricky Rectangle is my name. My 4 sides are not the same. 2 are short, 2 are long. Count my sides, come right along. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you hold it this way, it looks like a door. Hold it this way, it's a window in a store. Now you guys know those. A lot of kids knew those before they came to kindergarten. And if they didn't, they sure learned them here. But one thing you'll notice about these shapes is they are flat, right? Okay, I say this circle is flat like a pancake. A pancake isn't perfectly, maybe a crepe, huh? It's not really flat, but okay, like a Frisbee. All right, so it doesn't have dimension to it. It's flat. We could draw this on a piece of paper pretty easy. We could trace it also. So these are just one-dimensional shapes. And you know there's more shapes also, right? There's diamonds, trapezoids. Okay. So now we're going to talk about some other shapes. And boys and girls, you guys played with these in the classroom a lot. And I'm going to start with this one. So if I hold this up, most of you guys would say, we know what that is. It's a ball. Oh, yes, it is. It's round. But it has another name. It's a geometrical shape called a sphere. Can you say that, boys and girls? Sphere. Now, if you look at the word, I wrote it here. Okay, I see the word here in there, don't you? I hear a s. This is tricky. This P sounds like an F. Actually, the P and the H together make an F sound. So it's a S sound, S, PH, which is an F. And then ear, like you can point to your ear. Ear, sphere. It's really hard for kindergartners to say. Sometimes they know what that shape is. I'm going to go ahead and put this here, okay? They know what it is, but when we test them, they just can't remember how to say that. All right, the second shape, I have a feeling this one's going to be a little bit easier. Who knows what to call that? A lot of times when I first hold this up, the kids say it's a block or it's a box. Well, that is a good way to describe it. It is shaped like a block, shaped like a box. It's called a cube. Can you say that, boys and girls? Cube. Here's how you spell it. Cube. Ah, it has a silent E, doesn't it? The silent E makes the U say its name. So instead of cub, it's cube. Cube. Okay, now a cube actually has a top, a bottom, and 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So what's that all together? Top, bottom, and 4 sides. 6. It's 6-sided, right? Okay, let's keep going. If I hold this one up, boys and girls, what would you call that? Most kids would say it's shaped like a paper towel roll, a can, right? So look, on the top there's a circle, on the bottom there's a circle, but this is like a tube shape. It's called a cylinder. Here's a word. It sounds like a S, but it's a C. Cylinder. All right? And it does look like a can, doesn't it? All right, and the last one, I think everybody's gonna get this one. Okay, it looks like a triangle. It looks like a hat. What if I turn it upside down? What does it remind you of? It reminds me of an ice cream cone, right? The bottom, the cone. Maybe a sugar cone. You get to put a big scoop of ice cream on the top. This one has a circle here, and then the sides are like a triangle. Okay, it comes up to a point like a triangle, but it's not flat like a triangle. It has dimensions. Okay, and this is how you spell the word cone. Okay, if it's this way, it does look like a hat, a party hat. If it's this way, it looks like a ice cream cone. Okay, now, because these shapes have dimensions to them and they're not flat, we can do things. What could we do with this shape, with a round shape, the sphere, right? Could we roll it? Yep, I'm rolling it across the table. Yeah, we can roll it. Okay, now I have a question for you. Would it slide? Actually, it will definitely roll, but it doesn't really slide. I'll show you the difference in a minute. Could we stack this? Could we stack this like we could the cubes? Kind of, but if I put it'll stay on top, but what if I put something on top of that? They're gonna fall down because it's round on this side, so you can't stack it. Whoops. All right, I'll put that there. Okay, let's take a look at the cube. All right, here's a cube. It's flat on all 6 sides. So, can I stack it? Yeah, I didn't. Oh, here, I've got another cube here, a great big giant one here. All right, let's find another one. Oh, I'll show you those in a minute. I could stack this on top. Yeah, these stack really good. That's why when you have a set of building blocks, a lot of them are shaped like cubes. They're flat on the sides because you could stack them. And boys and girls, you are great stackers. I've seen the wonderful towers that you built in our classroom, right? Now the other thing, can you slide it? Would I be able to slide it across the table? Yeah, it slides really good. All right, we can stack it, we can slide it. Now I have another question. Does it roll like a ball? Does it roll? It does not roll. It doesn't go around and around like the sphere does because it's flat on the sides. Okay, so you can stack it, you can slide it, but you cannot roll it, can you? All right, let's take a look at the cylinder. All right, the cylinder is really interesting because it's flat on the top, it's a circle. It's flat on the bottom, but the tube part is round. It goes around kind of like a sphere. So it has 2 flat sides and then it has a curved side. So let's see what we could do with it. Can we stack cylinders? Let's see, here I brought a couple of things we'll use in a minute. I could even stack this on top, couldn't I? Yeah, they stack really good because it has a flat side. Okay, can we slide it? If I try to slide it this way, it doesn't slide, it actually rolls. So now we know it rolls. I should have done roll first, huh? It rolls, but only on the round side. And does it slide? Okay, that's not slide, that's roll. But what if I turn it on that flat side? Will it slide? Yeah, I can slide it across the table. All right. Okay, cylinder. So a cylinder, you can stack it, you can roll it, and you can slide it. Okay, let's take the cone. It also has a flat side, but this side is pointy. So if I ask if you can stack it, a lot of kids say, yes, you can stack it, because look, I could put this on top of there and it's not gonna fall off like the sphere. The ball is round and it would roll off. This you can stack on the bottom, but could I put something on top of that? No. So we have to say no. You could stack it on the flat side, but you can't stack on the top. And stacking means you could, put something on the top and the bottom. So that's a no. Could you slide it? If I put it on the flat side, can I slide it across the table? Yes, it slides. Okay. And could I roll it? It kind of rolls because that's round, but it's not going to roll like a ball or like a cylinder. It just kind of rolls around and around and around like that. Okay, so you can't stack it, only one side. Okay, You can slide it because it has a flat side and it doesn't roll very good. Okay, now that would probably, we would do in, probably 2 lessons at school, because one day we would talk about just naming the shapes, and we'd probably have a worksheet where they would name them. And then another day we would talk about what you can do. You have to slide, stack, roll. And then another day, a 3rd lesson, we have this tub of different things from around our classroom. Okay, so I'm gonna just get these up. I don't want this lesson to be too long. I promise we're gonna do something fun when we're done. This is a paper towel holder, roll without the paper towel on it, right? The cardboard tube. Okay, where would that go, boys and girls? Is that a sphere? No, a cube, a cone? Ah, there it is. I'm gonna put it right here with the cylinders. Okay. And how about this? This is an empty wipe container. Ooh, everybody wants those now, don't they? Okay, it's not a ball, it's not round, it's not flat, it's not a cube, it's not a cone, it's not pointy. It's a cylinder again. It's flat on the top, flat on the bottom, and then it's round in the middle. We'll put this here. Let's try this one. Oh, what this is, boys and girls, this is called a funnel. Mommy might use this in the kitchen. Let's say you're trying to pour something into a bottle. You turn it around, you stick this end in the bottle, and then you can pour through the top without spilling. Or you could use this in the garage to put oil in your car. It's called a funnel. Can you tell me what shape it is? Sphere, cube, cylinder, cone. Yes, it is. It's a cone, isn't it? I'm gonna lay it down right here. Alrighty. I got a dice from our math toys. What's this one? Definitely a cube. Okay, I actually have not looked in here for a while. I found another one. Oh, a flashlight. What do you think? It's not round. It's flat on the top where the light is, and flat on the bottom where the battery goes, and then it's round like this. You're right, it's cylinder. It's kind of shaped like the wipe container. I think we're gonna have a lot of cylinders because I see another one in here. Okay, here's a container for pencils. Now, you don't see the top, but you could put a top on that, right? You could put a lid. So a lot of our things in the classroom, the cans that we put our pencils, the container for the markers, the can where we had our clothespins, a lot of things are shaped like that. It's round on the top and the bottom, and then it's curved on the sides. All right. Okay. How about this? A tennis ball. What would you call that? Do you remember what that's called? Sphere. We'll say it again because that's hard. Sphere. Good. There's a lot of things in here. I'm not going to do them all because we don't have time. When I first saw this, this is a Rubik's Cube, but this actually is, oh, you know what? I can't put this back into a cube right now because just with my one hand, I don't know if I could do it anyways or if it's meant to be. So this, you guys might say cone, but it's not round, is it? So what this is called, we don't have a section for it. This is called a triangle. It's a triangle shape, but it's got 1, 2, 3 sides. 1, 2, 3 flat sides, and then another one on the bottom. It's a 4-sided. It's called a triangular prism. So I don't have a spot for that. I'll just put it over here. Triangular prism. If we were going to test you guys, we don't have to test you on that. Oh, here's the Rubik's Cube. Here's the Rubik's Cube like this. And it's in a container. I'm not going to take it out. So that's cube, right? I got to go a little bit faster, you guys. Sorry about that. These are our Unifix cubes. The name gives it away, doesn't it? Oh, look at what I got. This is a container of salt. Is that a cube? Sphere? Cone? Cylinder. Cylinder, top and bottom. So parents, the reason I wanted to do this lesson is because it's something we didn't get to. Kind of comes at the end of our math along with measurement. But I want the kids to go to first grade and be able to know what those are called. If I could have tested them on ESGI, those shapes come up and they have to tell me what they're called and they have to kind of describe them to me. Okay, all right, let's see if there's anything else interesting. We've got a few more dice in there. We've got some round beads. Those would be spheres. Okay. Oh, I see a little badminton ball. Okay. There. I know there's more stuff in here, but I think to save time, that is good. We had a paper towel roll. Here's toilet paper rolls, a little bit smaller. Oh, this is a great cone, but it's a little smashed. It's actually a party hat, okay, a Halloween party hat, but it's a little smashed. Okay, I think you guys get the hang of it. Now, my tripod did come. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this camera on the tripod because I have something really fun to do. And if you can, I would love for you guys to do this at home. Okay, we're gonna use some materials that you probably have at home. We've got some toothpicks. I got pretty colored ones, but you could use plain wooden ones. I have some marshmallows, and I have some Play-Doh. If you have clay, that would work too. Okay, so what I did is I made some little clay balls with the blue and with the red. You don't have to have both, one or the other. I'll show you two ways. So I'm gonna try to set the camera like this, because I know I need two hands to do this. All right, and we are going to build some shapes. Let's start out with just a plain old square, and I think I will use the Play-Doh for this. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna connect the sides. Right? So I put the Play-Doh here and here. I'm not gonna really care about the color if you guys wanna match all the colors. So now I've got the side at the top. I'm gonna need another connector. You guys remember what these corners are called? This is the vertex. Since we're saying more than one, it's the vertices. The vertices. Now I'm gonna connect this. Uh-oh. Sorry, don't worry, that might happen. It might be better to do it flat. And, okay. I will hold it up in a minute. Let me just get this side made. Has anyone ever made a card house with a deck of cards? You have to stack them. You have to put the sides and the top and the bottom, make it really nice and strong. Okay, I got the plain old square done. Now, let's see what'll happen. I'm gonna see if I can angle this down. Ooh, I love this. Finally, the tripod came when I'm almost done doing my lessons. Alrighty, now I'm gonna make the sides. Okay, go ahead and guess what we're making here. If it's a square and I'm putting sides, what three-dimensional shape do you think I'm trying to make? Don't want it to fall apart. I'm gonna go ahead and put these, the corners, the vertices. Oh, I'm so excited. There you go. And we're not going to be able to make every three-dimensional shape with the toothpicks because are the toothpicks round or are they straight? They're straight. So we can only make the shapes that are straight. We're not going to be able to make a cylinder with toothpicks unless we could bend them, and they don't bend. We're not going to be able to make a sphere. We're really not going to be able to make a cone. We'll just be able to make this one, and then you can just have fun and extend it too. So now I'm going to put the sides on the top, and remember, first I got to ask you what you think I'm making. What shape do you think I'm making? Have you figured it out? I just wish you guys were right here with me doing this. Okay, now you know. What shape did I make? It turned out pretty good. It's a cube. Isn't that cool? Okay, I'm going to set the cube off to the side, and I'm going to try it with the marshmallows. Okay, I'm going to make a different shape. So this time I'm going to poke the toothpick in the marshmallows. I got to put another one on this end. That's the vertex. And then I'm going to go like this. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to see if you can guess. I'm going to put one up in the corner. You might not remember the name of this, but I have a feeling you're going to know the shape that I'm making here. My marshmallows are a little soft. I brought them to school with me in my car, and it was warm. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up. Okay, what did I just make? I made a triangle. It's still flat. Okay, it only has the three sides and the three corners, but I could build it up. I could make sides. I could put one up like this. one here. I want to try to point them all to the center. Okay. Does anybody remember what we called this? It's not a cone, because a cone would have a round side, right? The bottom would be round. It's called start with the word triangle, a triangular prism. It has 1, 2, 3, and I can hold it up like that, 4 sides. Now, we could also, I don't know if that would work. Oh, I think I want to try one more thing. Now this, you can get a little creative. And oh, boys and girls, please, please, please send me pictures if you make these. I'm going to try to make a roof on this house, which would be like a triangular prism. Like again, I'm not paying attention to the colors. I don't really care if you guys want to do all one color or pattern, that's all right. All right, now, so I put those in there, and I'm going to use a pretty big blue little piece of Play-Doh, and I'll put that at the top. I need to stick all 4 of those in there. I love it. I just need so it's a cube on the bottom with a triangular prism on the top, and it looks like a little house, doesn't it? Okay, so this was really, really fun today. I hope you enjoyed this. It was 21 minutes, but hopefully it was worth it. And I've got a project for you. I would love for you guys to make some of these shapes this week. Get creative with it. You could even take this one and extend it. See, I'm not going to do it, but see if I hook these here, I can make a bigger house. I could put the 2 cubes together and I could extend it out and make it bigger. So I'm really anxious to see what you guys come up with. Okay, so that's all for now, and I'm going to say